Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are getting to watch this. Welcome. I'm Kate. This is Gia Yoga, and let's do some yoga. All right, starting out, find a nice, comfortable seated position. And we want to sit up nice and tall, but allow for the curves in the spine. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. Or if you'd rather keep your eyes open, find a spot on the floor in front of you to just rest the eyelids. And let's take this first little bit and check in with the body. Notice where you're holding on to tension. And just make note of it. And we can come in and revisit that later on during class. And then let's take a moment here to check in with the breath. Notice how the breath is doing today. And let's take a moment to send the breath to some of those areas of tension that you're noticing in the body. Maybe the back or the hips, the knees or the shoulders. And let's breathe into those spots. We're going to inhale and send the breath to your area of tension. On the exhale, scoop that tension out and let it go with the exhale. Again, inhale. Sending the breath to that area of tension. On the exhale, drawing that tension away and out through the exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Into that tension. Feel the release as you draw that tension out and let it go with the exhale. Nice. Let's do 2 more regular breaths. Beautiful. If you've closed your eyes, you can flutter the eyelids open. And let's start moving the body. All right. So I'm going to start with extending the legs out in front. I'll come this way a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. So we'll start with extending the heels away from the torso, maybe finding this right angle. If that's uncomfortable, you can bend the knees, a little softness in the knees. And then we're going to point and flex here. Point, that's our inhale breath. Exhale, flex. Very nice. And then let's do a couple of circles around with the ankles. You can do one at a time or both of them together. Go opposites or same. Get some juice flowing in there. Motion is the lotion, as the yogis say. All right, soles of the feet in towards the center line. Nice for strengthening the ankle. All right, and then we're going to go the opposite direction. So we're pulling the pinky toe towards the shoulder. You can do that full movement from soles to pinky toes, back and forth, or just half of the movement. And then a fun one, not easy for everybody. We're going to squeeze the toes together and then open them up as wide as they can go. So squeeze them in, open them up wide. Very nice. And then let's finish with our windshield wipers. All right, let's go to the opposite end of the body. up to the wrists. I'm going to sit back up on the blanket here. And you're welcome to sit on a chair or on the floor. If you're on the floor and you want to sit up on something, it makes it a little bit more comfortable sometimes for the hips and knees. All right, so we're going to bring the arms out in front, thumbs tucked under the palms, wrap the fingers around, and then make circles around with the wrists. Again, you can go same, one direction, the other direction, or opposite. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Getting that movement going in there, those wrists opened up. Excellent. Release that. We're going to bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and make figure eights. Excellent. And then we're going to pull that apart and then switch which fingers on top. Wunderbar. All right, release that. You can shake the hands out. And then let's do the same thing with the toes that we do with the fingers. So pull them in close together and then open them up wide. Wide, close, wide, close. All right, something different. All right, shake that out. And let's move up to the neck. All right. So we're going to do this moving with the breath. We're going to inhale here. On the exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. Inhale, looking up. And I should have said this first, going just as far as is comfortable. Exhale, bring it all the way back down. Again, inhale. And exhale. Nice. Back to center. And then let's go side to side. So we're going to exhale ear to shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, back to that first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. One more time each side. Exhale. We're going to bring the arm out and over, if that's comfortable, resting it on the opposite side of the head, making space between the ear and shoulder. Let's bring that breath back in and breathe into any tension that you're finding there. And feel it release with the exhale. So we're going to inhale, bring that arm back up. Exhale, back to center. All right, let's go to the other side. That's our exhale breath. Bring that arm out and over, resting on the opposite side of the head. Ear and shoulder moving away from each other. And let's bring that breath back in. So we're going to inhale and release the tension with the exhale. Very nice. Inhale and release. Beautiful. All right. One more direction with the neck is our twist. So we're going to use the gaze with this. The shoulders stay where they are. So we're looking out straight ahead. And then on the exhale, the gaze moves around towards that first side. Chin comes towards the shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. And one more time each side. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. All right, let's move down the spine. We're going to go 6 directions with the spine. And our first 2 directions is the cat and cow. So if you have been sitting like this for a while and it's uncomfortable, you can switch which legs in front. Or second option, bring the legs out straight and then hands under the knees. Or hands under the thighs. If your legs are cross-legged, hands under the knees. All right, so we're going to start with an exhale breath, bringing the shoulder blades back towards that back wall. And then on the inhale, we're going to round up, looking up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Beautiful. All right. Let's move to our second one. So that's our lateral. And if you have blocks and you want to use your blocks, you're welcome to do that. I like them. It gives me a little bit more height in the torso when I'm doing this. You don't have to have them. You just have your hands on the floor. But let's go ahead and start. So one hand on the floor or block, and then we're going to inhale this first side up. And I think today we're going to go just as far as is comfortable. Exhale, bring it back. Other side, inhale. And exhale back. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do that one more time, and we're going to add a breath. So we'll inhale this arm over. We're going to pause here. Then we're going to breathe into that lower back rib. And then inhale and exhale to release. Other side. Inhale. Coming over, and then breathing into that lower back rib cage. And then inhale, exhale, and release. Very nice. All right. Next one is our last two directions, which is our twist. So we're going to inhale, lift on the exhale, going to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. One more time each side. And exhale, and then we're going to breathe into this again, right into the back heart. So up a little bit higher than the rib cage. Feel that expansion, and then exhale, release. Inhale, back to center. Last time, last side. We're going to breathe into that back heart again. And then back to center. Beautiful. All right. Let's bring the legs out in front and do a couple of forward folds here. We'll seated. So if you're sitting up on something, you might want to come down off of it. But you can stay up there. That's fine. It just might be more comfortable off. All right. So let's start with a little softness in the knees. And we're going to do legs straight out in front first. And we're going to use our friend gravity. And inhale, bring these arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. We're going to tap down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap down, inhale, come back up. And exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale to release. Beautiful. All right, so let's go wide-legged forward fold next. So we're going to bring the legs out as wide as comfortable. So it can be just as wide as your mat or way out, wider than this, whatever works for you today. And you might find it changes every day, even within the same day. But before we do our fold, we're going to use the hands to kind of lift the body up and come back down on the sit bones. All right. And even if you need to or want to, you can move some of that fleshy bits out of your way. All right. So we're going to go straight forward here. So we're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. And wherever you get to, that's fine. There's no competition. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, forward fold. You can keep the knees a little soft. Inhale. And last time down. Exhale, forward fold. To come out of this, we're going to extend the arms forward, push in with the legs. Inhale. Exhale, and release. Next, we're going to go side to side. So we're going to take one leg, bend the knee. That foot comes into the thigh. So if your leg is out too wide, you can bring it in, or if you like it out a little further, you can bring it out further than that. Your class, your choice, your body. All right, so let's bring this torso to face the leg that's extended. You're going to inhale the arms, exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, tap down, inhale, come back up, exhale, forward fold, tap down. If that knee is a little wonky, give it a little softness, a little bend, inhale, come back up, and then exhale all the way down. We're going to stay down here, sort of. We're going to grab that extended leg with the same arm on that side. Then we're going to take this other arm and we're going to do two things here. So we're going to inhale and open. And then exhale, send that hand back towards that foot. So we're doing a twist and a lateral. And then inhale up. Exhale, bring that arm back. Extend both arms over that leg. Push in with the leg. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. You can use your hand under that knee. We'll switch legs. And again, if that's out too far, bring it in. If it's in too close, send it out. We're always here for the adjustments. All right. Torso faces the same direction as that leg. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap down. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. And one more time. Exhale. We're going to stay down here. Grab that leg somewhere with the same arm. Take the other arm, inhale, open. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring that hand over towards the foot, going just as far as is comfortable. Maybe you can reach it. Maybe not. That's okay. And then inhale. Bring that arm up. Exhale. Back to meet. Push in with that leg. Inhale to come back up. Exhale. And release. Beautiful. All right, let's do a, we're going to go back to symmetrical with this. And we're going to do, we're just going to do our regular forward fold that we started with. So legs straight out in front. And you can bend the knees as much as you need if it's a little tight in the hamstrings or in the lower back. Bend the knees more. All right, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap down, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Tap down. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Tap down. Inhale. Exhale, and release. Beautiful. All right, let's come up to hands and knees. And we've been doing a lot of coming back to symmetrical already, but let's just do a quick 3 cat and cows. All right, here we go. So we're going to exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow, exhale cat, inhale cow. And then back to neutral. And from here, let's come into our lunge. Sorry. Mildly distracted. All right. So we're going to come into our lunge. Let's start with bringing one foot forward. And if you need to, you can bring it out and around like that. Or if you can, bring it straight forward. If you have blocks and you want to come up on your blocks, you're welcome to do that. I'll assume you don't, so I'll just do it without. And we're going to stay down on that knee for this round here. And then if you can, coming up onto the knee with the hands. From here, we're going to bring the hips down towards the floor. And we can do that 2 more times. That'll be our exhale. Inhale back up. And one more time. Exhale. And inhale. From here, if you want, you can inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And then bring them back down to the knee. Back down to the floor. Step that foot back and we'll bring the other foot forward. You can bring it out and around or through the middle. And then we'll come up onto the knee if you want. You can stay down on the floor. And let's do 3 movements towards the floor. That's our exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And one more time. Exhale down. Inhale up. And then on our next inhale, we're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling. And then we'll make our way back down. Hands down to the knee. Hands come down to the floor. And we'll send that foot back. All right, let's come up to a mid lunge. All right, so bring that first foot forward again. And we're going to curl the toes of that back foot. Inhale, lift the hips up. And bring the arms up. Excellent. And then hands come down. And then we'll come down to the knee. And switch sides. All right, other foot comes forward. Curl the toes of the back foot. Inhale, lift. And then we're going to bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Arms come back down. Down to the knee. Release the foot. Other knee comes back. And then let's come into cat-cow child's pose. So we'll start with a cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And then exhale. You can come up through a cat and then down to child's pose. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, cat. Down to child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Down to child's pose. And let's do one more time and then we'll rest in the child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Down to child's pose. So if it's uncomfortable to come down into child's pose, you can stay up in puppy pose like this. Or coming all the way back to child's pose. Knees can come out wide. Make room for the belly. Big toes touching. And then however you want to bring your head down. Again, if you have a block, you can rest your head on the block. Or if you don't have a block, stack the fists and rest your head on that. Make it a little softer. Or if the head reaches all the way down to the floor. When you're ready, coming up slowly with an inhale. And then let's come up to our downward facing dog. So we're going to lift the hips up. And I like to bring my feet out a little bit wider at the bottom of the mat. And then if you like, you can walk your dog. And then we're going to push in with the hands. Lengthen the spine, send the hips towards that back wall. You can leave the knees bent a little bit. Or straighten them a little bit more. And then when you're ready, looking up at the hands or looking back at the feet, walking one to the other, coming into our forward fold. Bend the knees, arms come out to the side, push in with the feet, inhale, coming all the way up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart. Excellent. All right. From here, let's come into a mountain pose. Oops. Sorry. That wasn't too loud. There we go. Okay. Coming into our mountain pose. So big toes touching, heels a couple inches apart maybe. Feet can be hip width distance apart or more, depending on how your balance is today. And let's just look at 2 points here on the body. So we have the hip points right here, the front of the bone right here. We're going to gently draw those points towards each other. So we're engaging that lower abdominal wall. So we're tightening the muscle there. And then let's look at the collarbone here. Collarbones, sorry. So we're going to gently draw them away from each other while the sternum comes down towards the floor. So kind of just above the heart, we're opening up that thoracic cavity, giving the heart and the lungs more space. And then when you're ready, let's come into a little bit more movement. So we're going to start with our Warrior 2. So we have 1 foot in front, 1 foot in the back. Bend that front knee over that front foot. Torso faces the same direction as the back foot. Hands at the heart, arms open to the side. Soften the shoulders. And then from here, let's drop this back hand, open that front palm, Peaceful Warrior. And then we're going to come all the way down to the floor, pivot that back foot, and then high lunge. So that back foot is up off the floor, or sorry, the back heel is up off the floor. A little hard to take the whole foot off. All right, and then from here, we're going to come back to Warrior 2. So let's do that a couple times. Peaceful Warrior. Windmill down, pivot that back foot, come back up to high lunge. And then finish with Warrior 2. And one more, Peaceful Warrior. Windmill down, pivot that back foot, come back up to high lunge. And finish with Warrior 2. Nice. Drop the hands, step the feet together, and then let's go to the other side. All right, bend that front knee over that front ankle. Torso, same direction as that back foot, hands at the heart, arms open to the sides. And we'll start with Peaceful Warrior. Peaceful Warrior. And then windmill down. Pivot that back foot, and then come back up to high lunge. Pivot back, Warrior 2. Peaceful Warrior. Windmill, hands come down to the ground. Pivot that back foot. High lunge. And Warrior 2. One more time. Peaceful Warrior. Windmill down. Pivot that back foot. Arms come up. High lunge. And then let's finish with Warrior 2. We'll drop the hands and step the feet back together. Very nice. All right. So yesterday I was doing a Warrior 1 movement that I hadn't done in a while, and we're going to do it again today. All right. So let's start with 1 foot forward. And we're going to warm up the knee first just to get the knee tracking in the right direction here. So inhale here. On the exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. All right, let's switch legs. The other side. Inhale here. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Beautiful. And then we'll switch legs again and add the arms. So this is what we did. So my right leg is out in front. And I'm going to bring my right arm behind my back. I'm going to inhale, my left arm up and bend that front knee. And then exhale, forward fold, going just as far as is comfortable. You don't have to come all the way down. And then we're going to inhale back up. Arm comes all the way up. And then on the exhale, arm comes down, leg straightens. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, arm down, leg straight. 1 more time. Inhale, arm up, bend the knee. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. All right, let's switch sides. My left leg is out in front, so my left arm goes behind. Doesn't matter which one you do, just do both sides evenly. All right, here we go. So we're going to inhale, right arm up, bend the knee. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, just as far as is comfortable. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, arm down, leg straight. Again, inhale, bend the knee, arm comes up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, arm down, leg straight. Beautiful. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Excellent. All right. Let's do our horse and star pose. So we'll bring the legs out wide, feet pointed out at an angle. And we'll start with our star. So we're going to inhale, arms come up. So you can see how my arms are. All right, and then on the exhale, we're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, bend the wrists, if that feels okay. You go in or out. And then inhale, come back up to star. Exhale down to horse. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice. All right, inhale up. And we're going to bring the legs closer together and come down to a squat if you'd like. Coming down just as far as is comfortable. The more you do it, the more likely you are to go further. But not always, no guarantees. All right, and then whenever you're ready, coming and sitting ungracefully on the floor. There aren't a lot of easy ways to get down from there. All right. From here, we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. So feet come up to the top of the mat. Hands on the knees, rolling down onto the flat of the back. All right, and let's do 3 to 5 Apanasanas. Your call, depending on how you feel. So if you want to rest your shoulders and arms, hands on the front of the thighs. If you just want to do it regular, that's fine too. So exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees out. Exhale, hands slide up. Inhale, hands slide down. So a couple more on your own. See if you can feel the spine adjusting. Very nice. And then from here, let's bring the feet down to the mat. And we're going to do our big leg lift, arm raise. So it's kind of like it's the full UPP. So we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. On the exhale, the legs come up, the arms go down. Inhale, arms up, legs down. Exhale, arms down, legs up. Inhale, Arms up, legs down. Exhale. Arms down, legs up. Beautiful. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then you can bend the knees. And a couple more Apanasanas. Just to release that. All right, feet come down to the mat. Let's do our bridge pose. So lining the knees up with the hips here. And let's just start with just lifting the hips. So those hip points that we did in mountain pose, we're going to lift up from there. So we're going to inhale, lifting. Arms can stay on the floor. Exhale, release. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Next, we're going to add the arms. We're going to inhale, arms come up, hips come up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. Again, inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to finish with 3 more Apanasanas. And then bringing the feet down to the mat. Extend both legs all the way straight out. Toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back down. And then let's finish off with palming the eyes. So we're going to bring the hands together, rub the hands together, create some warmth and some friction, building up that heat. And then when you're ready, we're just going to gently place the hands over the eyes. Very nice. And then when you're ready, release the arms back down to the floor. They can be out away from the body to release the shoulders. Legs and feet can come apart and relax. And then if you want a blanket under your head or a blanket over you, legs up on a chair or the couch, whatever feels comfortable for your relaxation pose. Getting any last little wiggles out. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better. And we'll do a full body relaxation, walking down the body, relaxing each part as we go, starting at the bottom and working our way up to the top. Awesome. All right, so here we go. Relax the toes. Relax the soles of the feet, the tops of the feet and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees. Relax the tops of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy, fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thought seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. If you want, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, using your upper hand to push up to a comfortable seated position. And to bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way. Let's finish with sun breath number 4. Feels like one of those kind of days. All right, hands to the heart, one hand on top of the other. We're gonna, those out of the way, inhale, hands come down, arms come up, and then touch the fingertips. On the exhale, bring the arms back down, and then hands come back to the heart. And then you can switch which hand lands first. All right, let's do that 3 times. Inhale, arms out and up, fingertips touch. Exhale, all the way back around, hands to heart. Again, inhale. Fingertips touch. Exhale, all the way back down, hands to heart. And one more time. Inhale. Fingertips touch. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Hands together at the heart, thumb touching. Thank you for joining me today on this beautiful, glorious winter day in the Midwest. I wish you happiness and kindness and peace as you go forth. Namaste.